Hey guys, FNX here, and I'm going to try to do this video really quick. This one goes out to Sokono, and Sokono, I know him because he was part of something called the Wii Network, which I originally subscribed to him because I thought he was doing all videos about the Wii, and then he started sucking on the Trade Brotherhood's dick. So he made a video called, what was it called? Why PSN is better than Xbox Live. So let's go ahead and just talk about that for a while, and I'll try to talk as fast as I can, so please keep up. Now he has a whole dramatic and overall just presentation. I mean, it came to one point where he just looked like he was having a headache or a migraine from just people liking what they like. It's like, wow, way to be a Nazi. Anyway, here's the thing about that. You were talking about how dedicated servers are better than P2P servers. I have to, because they don't lag. Because dedicated servers don't lag. I hate to break this to you, but actually, yeah, they do. In fact, look at it this way. If you have a dedicated server, which means that all the information is going to one server or one set of servers. Therefore, if all the information is going into servers at once, it causes lag with everyone who's going into it at once. That's called bottlenecking. Okay? Now, if you have a P2P, yes, it is going to one point, but then it's spreading it out to other places, you know, kind of like releasing it, you know, kind of like this. Let me put it this way. Say, okay, I'm going to use this. Say you got a string, right? Now, consider the string, right? Consider this as the server, right? The server where all the information goes into. Now, consider the string as the server. Now, what it does is for P2P, once it connects, it makes all the connections what they need to. They release it, and it goes on to its own separate way, leaving a lot of space for other gamers who want to go ahead and continue playing, leaving no lag. That's called Network 101, baby. Research. Well, of course, that does kind of bring up the whole point about why you need to pay to play for Xbox Live, and believe me, I'm all with you guys on that particular part, but once again, I digress. Now, here's the thing about this video, because officially, I did watch a couple of videos, and it's come to my attention that it seems like you're doing more like rehashing old videos that came out, especially with like DLB. That's what you do remind me of, because I said this to DLB before. You talk about how Xbox Live has ads. Understand something. Xbox Live has inbound ads. Now, these ads are only ads for shows like new videos that are coming out for on Xbox Live or Zune, new DLC, new game releases, and any promotions available, such as Xbox Live Gold members getting to see the first episode of The Guild, Season 3, 10 days before anyone else, only on Xbox Live. By the way, there you go, Felicia. I gave you that plug like you wanted me to do. Anyway, aside from that, you also talk about features that are in Xbox Live that are not in PSN. Party chat system. Party chat system. Avatar/game integration, which isn't a selling feature, but it's still there. Live Messenger integration, Xbox Live Arcade, which is better than PSN. It has a lot more games right now, but I do see PSN starting to catch up. Zune Marketplace and Netflix, and yes, I do know you have Netflix, but it's not the actual Netflix. It's just a way to get to Netflix. That don't count. Because, I mean, if that does count, then we have our whole situation regarding, anyway, no, let's not even get into that, okay? But it doesn't count. I mean, whatever. Also, you talk about the Trade Brotherhood does research. They don't do research, but I hate to break it to you, they don't. Matter of fact, the only one, in my opinion, who does research is the Truth Setting You Free. And everyone else doesn't do research at all. Either they just kind of splew out their mouth, or they do skits. You know? What else? Oh, and you did this whole dramatic thing once again, talking about how Xbox Live is $350 every 10 years. I think you said 8 to 10 years, which, by the way, was good on the math part. Here's the problem with that, though. Look where the money is going. Microsoft has already reinvented a console through software upgrade. Excuse me. Also, they're the first ones to allow access to internet radio, full downloadable movies, and TV shows, as well as Xbox Live. As well as the first console to have its very own video magazine, for lack of a better word. And yeah, I know you got Q, but Q doesn't. I mean, Q, it does count rather, but the magazine on Xbox Live has a lot more stuff in it. Okay. Plus, you have Gold, which basically does the same thing as Q does, which allows you to get demos earlier. Now, here's the thing about this, though. With the exception of this current E3, basically all the past E3s has been, hey, what will Microsoft do to shit on Sony and Microsoft's existence? Sony and Nintendo's existence. And they keep upping up the ante every year. So if they keep doing that, how is Sony supposed to catch up? You know? I mean, And maybe I'm wrong though, but I mean I do think that paying $350 is okay, but especially if you're getting a lot of upgrades on your system, but maybe I'm wrong. So with that, I ask you, when has a truly powerful evolution of a firmware have been released on PSN that hasn't been released before? And we're not talking about multimedia features here, okay? That doesn't count. Anyway, you also start spinning off features on a PlayStation Network. PlayStation Network, how we didn't do our research on that. But here's the thing with that. Apparently, neither did you, because Home is not a feature, and neither is Life of PlayStation. Which, by the way, we're gonna get back to Life and PlayStation in a minute. Those are not features. Those are just implemented programs. Okay. And then you actually have the nerve to go ahead and talk about a firmware update rumor of a feature that may or may not be implemented in the new September 1st upgrade. Here's the thing about that, okay? Sony has already announced what their upgrade is going to be. They already announced what they're going to do, and it has nothing to do with in-game chat. Now, don't get me wrong. What they're upgrading really needs to be upgraded, especially that friends list, but like I said, it had nothing to do with in-game chat. So all you had to do was do your research when you made this video. I found it. It didn't take me that long. Now, another point that you said was Xbox Live ain't got nothing like Home. And I hate to break this to you, buddy, but Home ain't got nothing like Home. Have you seen Home? Remember what Sony promised you? They've been working on Home before it was released in their quote-unquote beta 4 years ago. Okay? They've been working on it for 4 years. 4 long years. How do you not have your game ready within 4 years? And to make it worse, it's not even a game. So there was no end game to deal with. There was no cinematics to deal with. There was nothing. Okay? It's basically like you said, a really okay MMO. It's no powerful than what was it, FreeQuest or Everfree or whatever they got. And anyway, and this is something that kind of got me too. So just let you know, you seem to be confused about something. So let me explain it to you. PlayStation's Life at PlayStation consists of the Weather Channel, Google News, and Wisconsin University of Science and Engineering, which all focus on one particular 3D globe interface. Now, with that being said, the second part of Life of PlayStation is what you're talking about, which is folding at home. Now, there's nothing original about folding at home. I mean, you was kind of sweating over it for a second, but I hate to break it to you, but there's nothing original about it. Here's something that may help you. I'll give you 3 examples, or 3 sets of examples. Do you guys remember Digimon? Digimon Season 3, known as Digimon Tamers in Japan. Digimon Tamers in Japan actually had a quote-unquote something like folding at home by the end of the show. About, I think, the 5th episode to the end. For those who've seen it, remember how Hypnos was sending out all the information. I think it's called Hypnos, but sending all the information out to the parents or whatever, to other people, and they were doing a calculation. They would send it back. Now, for what they did that for, I'm not really sure, but whatever, that was like folding at home. Here's another thing like that. If you want something a little bit less animated, this goes out to my old school gamers, like Geraldo, all those guys who are my age, Solid Rev, El Presidor. You guys remember the movie Weird Science? Remember how all of a sudden the guy, when he hit enter, the camera switched over to like this place, and the guy was sitting on his own space, and all of a sudden the computer started running? That was similar to what folding at home is, similar to it. Mind you, not all that action and doesn't need the background music, but that's pretty much what it is. Now, do you need something a little bit more non-fictional? Okay, how about this one? Folding at Home has been out a long time before it came out on the PlayStation 3, just under different things, such as QMC at home, POEM at home, SimMap, Docking at home, not to mention Rosetta at home, which I actually do have. So, there's nothing original about that, buddy. I hate to break it to you. That just required a little bit of research, by the way. So, and also for that baby thing, why'd you say that? Wasn't that thrown out of court? I remember that. It was thrown out of court even though Microsoft did recall all the power cords, which made no sense, but whatever. Anyway, I digress. Point case is that didn't people get shot when the PlayStation 3 was released? So why would you bring it up? I mean, that's kind of like I don't know. Anyway, listen, guys, yeah, PlayStation 3 is nice, but if you really want your PlayStation 3 to get better, go stop making videos, stop focusing on general MLD, and go talk to freaking Sony, okay? They're the ones who can make it better. But anyway, I'm running out of time. You guys have a good night. Zephyrnix out.